Liber Linteus Zagrabiensis. A rough reading of these scripts follows. Panel 1, Fragment. She strives after here you make joyful / person's name, Hilaire, the eagle to a greater extent to be on guard against we rejoice. Panel 2, Fragment. Supposing that in time I honor out of the prayers I am gentle, the double she raises up the bones the indeed the he goats. Panel 3, From the thunder, I am you, from the thunder the trellis, serene she assembles to the goddess, you sail / pass, villa the disease they would influence, whether the serpent born of wrath, here I revealed, I do there, whether, they sing? To us, however the trells, serene you cherish the which they sing of the vine stock, I do there at the altar you do not reign, by the celeste you cherish, the shield, you struggle. Panel 4. The wine of the bones, 3 at a time, Velia, in drunkenness she stands 1, I am gentle / soft, not to reign, and indeed of the matters, the wrath of things, she summons the UPL. Have made mild the wine from ourselves the way of the lady to yours we speak, you lived of the chaise, the chariot, you roll around, I carry, the kidneys through the years pour of pine would you care for things, you merited, you are moist, wetted of the rich or alternatively you merited the Homeric. Panel 5. Wandering about myself, of the god Tin himself, we speak to yours, you lived of the chaise, behold. In here, I cover Villa of the resin to us the chariot you possess, she has wealth I cover, they got again, discovered here, my lords, you join together the lords here, you join together the house of honey, I watch, they move the wax you leave / allow. The chariot, wheel, panel 6, fragment missing if you arise of the matters, things the blackbirds I raise you escape fragment missing the disease / stigma, to come of the light you lifted up, I do not reign fragment missing to the ladies, in drunkenness she stood, the trellis fragment missing to recount as she watches the galley of wine fragment missing the goddess Leto I love, serene you assist, to recount the sister fragment missing the bones you raise I do not train, the matters, panel 7, to the bandages, swaddling bands of the trellis, the serene you assemble of yourself, I carry the grain to recanty, to watch over not to rain, the vases, cn I take up / assume, woe? I carry the grain I hid, the sister of the galley of wine, 3 at a time, Velia in drunkenness she stood, 1 nice often, I do not reign, the goddess, you pass from state to state here the vases, you possess the chariot, I carry the kidneys, she has wealth I bury, they got again, discovered here my lords, you join together the lords here, you join together here, or whether the house, of honey, I watch, ban late, line unreadable they move by what way? Supposing that you die of the blackbirds of wrath here, you escape, if however Velia in drunkenness you stayed at the chaise you pass from state to state here, the vase if however, to the bronze I wander the vase, but if of the bronze I lament the birth of a vase upon I recount here, the skirts, I hid the sister, to them truly sometimes I wander of the wine I draw in, panel 9, line unreadable from cn I joined together, they ordain, in here, the vases, well just look. But if to us the second less which the 3, you hasten you spit out the 3 here you escape, I wander over the matters, of the god Tin himself, to yours we speak, you lived, the chaise of the chariot, you are in the possession of, alone the kidneys to rise, to hang on to the things they get again rich, panelled 10, the second less evident, bright to hasten we shall spew out from the stream I merited you escape, to recount of the sister, not to reign. By the thunder they shall change to the bronze you wander, Zeus of the trellis, the serene you assemble together, I recanty here to the sister not to reign, you are 3, to the swaddling bands, herself I carry, not I reign to the chaise you pass from state to state here, I change, panel 11, the chariot you posses, I carry the kidney of the sister, to hang on to things they get again rich the second less I made clear / illustrious, to hasten there. We shall spew out from the river I merited you escape but if, to be cast ashore in this way, or if here, to the chaise you pass from state to state here the vase, but if, to be ejected, cast ashore the vase that thing, to recount, the skirts, cassocks I hid of the sister, I do there, the resin upon I recount, you create, you join together the defendants you have here the hideous region I hid, the god up of the house of the borders to us, whatsoever 3 at a time, panel 12, the beech trees and also he releases the bronze I lament the birth, the frightening object you pull up, to be angry whatever, I do there, not to reign you a roar, you pay money they reveal to them you wonder, Zeus we honor, I am gentle not to reign woe. I trusted you go I had faith here, the vases of the chariot, they reveal, the bones of wool here you soften, the reins, whips you join together here, Aurelius of the sack unless she calls to hasten there, she spews out there, to the blackbirds you are here, you escape here, they reveal her. Panel 13. Line unreadable enter the river I am frantic who to them I cease years and indeed death/orcus to the fruitful the offspring the old bucket or hamph is a person you long for, the towers, the king, to be bound/being bound you are free from you deny the years and indeed, we deny death/orcus, you perish you swam back, and the river raged the vase of the lights, from the thunder, you rejoiced, also I recount however. Panel 14. The accused person you renew, the he-goat. Here you have of it, she was born, she will pay money of herself from the thunder, the great queen there, from the thunder, ai. She celebrates there, I watch the perfect, here upon the sack unless she calls you plural did not bring forth, they illuminate Velia, the bucket of the treasury, this thing she joined, collected together line unreadable. Panel 15. From the thunder, to them truly of that person, Veli you are, she creates you you watched truly he watched Velias. Panel 16. You are the theme, we bring forth that person she summons there, you pay money in, towards her see your ghastliness, I recount, you regard, you summoned, to the people of Cato I am absent from the ghastliness, we conceal the tops of the earthen pots, the eagle I have unless, of Pania even like the soul martyr. Panel 17. Because she possessed, from the thunder, in what manner, I make the wrath not at all of the king of evil, because she possessed, from the thunder, in what manner, I make the bronze you deceive evil, because, she possessed Trina, from the thunder in what manner you nourish evil, because, she possessed, from the thunder, in what manner, I make there, the daughter, you deceive you stayed her, she possessed, in what manner Trina she takes to her own the sack unless of the god Tini. Panel 18. Whether to hasten any of the year, the salt she eats of the men I recounted to wander chaos to hasten she unites there, we are accustomed, they chop, they guard I reign over whom of hers, we wonder, they chop/separate, they bewail the comrades here of the men you I am, from the thunder, to us the place of slaughter, the he-goat she cherishes you have summoned the bronze indeed, to the staff whether we hunt, I kill, the bones, bodies there. Panel 19. Line unreadable to the cellar you wall in yourself, from the thunder you recant here of their bones, she refused to give the eagle she loves, we wonder, to hasten she ruined Hilaire the eagle I make there, they chop to raise where that you escape the eagle we wonder I strike the staff to distress the comrades, the man you meet with, the eagle, from the thunder you I am, from the thunder, I hide cn, I do there, the altar I watched line unreadable. Panel 20. Line unreadable cn thine cn until they wax the vine of the honor here I like whom from the comrades of the men, from the thunder, the great right, from the thunder, ai. I make the brazen-footed unit, you took an oath, they wax, they chop the defendant of Orcus, from the thunder, hereupon we subdue the comrades here of the men they wax, they chop the threshing floor I watched, from the thunder, they wax. Panel 21. Your king, within you weed, she trusts, I make the thunder you till, she unites, you watched, from the thunder now you were trusted the sole heir of the funeral pyre. Panel 22. I hid this, her hour, we weeded villa she cherishes, they wove the mother-in-law you preserved her she is herself absent to pray of the whole I recanty, of the gods you lead the prison there, I am soft, tender I have left the wine. Panel 23. Her we avoid, Aquila you love, the kidneys, the matter of the aversion she permits, to draw out the double she lifts up here to a greater extent the hindrance of these things the matter of the aversion you leave alone of yourself to leave behind the wine of Aquila you love she works at the mill in her season, in time I honor I make the bones, you shall drain the goats of the rich leg, I make there, I farm of Velia the things. The second less hers thereupon cn I bargain with the lords the three together of Velia, they interweave there, you are united. Panel 24, I am soft purified, to the rose resin of our moon she was satisfied, I am satisfied of the moon the second less here of sires the swift you spit out 3, you escape wandering about myself of Tinny himself we speak to yours. You lived of the shares of the beech trees and indeed there the god Tin of the bronze I lament, I arise of the resin villa I make the from the thunder you I am, from the thunder, I hide cn of the 3 someone. Something, panel 25, she was born, the queen out of the covering the you are ignorant one and the same I am soft, I do not drain the covering the lest the wine you escape the vases here, the second less a house of the 3 line unreadable, panel 26. To the island of Fesenia you transport cn, tomorrowed the Piscine towards the gods at the lord the resin which the second less whatsoever swift you spit out 3, you escape, you wander to the god Tinny himself of yours we speak you lived, the chaise, the chariot, you are in the power of the divine, the kidneys you hang on to from the queen of the second less evident, brilliant herein, of the bronze you purify these things. Panel 27. The blackbirds I raise, you escape to recanty, I tend the galley of the wine of the 3 of Velia, they interweave one and the same I am soft I do not train to the double you lift up, the successions of the ancestresses, in they ordain in the dryness villa of resin, the lambs of the house of the 3 you hasten, you spit out the 3, you escape, the god Tinny himself line unreadable. Panel 28. Line unreadable you hang on here of the booty here. The sack if not evident to hasten the bones you purify the things the blackbirds I raise, you escape to recanty of the sister not to rain thine you raise the vases here, they shall change to the vellary they interweave themselves to recanty the serene trellis you regard, not to rain you are 3 to the swaddling bands, the double you raise, to recanty of herself I carry the grain line unreadable. Panel 29. Line unreadable I carry the grain I hid. The sister not to rain Velia they interweave the one and the same I am soft, I do not rain to the chaise you pass from state to state here, in the vases of the chariot you are in the power of, I carry the kidneys, you cleave to here, the booty here of the sack if not evident to hasten there, you spit out the things, the blackbirds I raise you escape without the wine of Velia, they interweave there of the goddess. Panel 30. We adorn the bronze indeed of Hine you. The wine I draw out, I demand indeed we call by name where someone esteemed I cleansed to them indeed I recanty frequently. Panel 31. I carry, you perish you swam back, we call by name where someone they hollow out by the sea, the fortune teller you love, we arise, they chop, to the strong I act I make there, adorned with gold I sail through the furies to the ploughed land you love, of the lambs. The ibis, we join together at the riches of the lake of the king of whom you sail, to the eagle Hamphes of delight you are alone to yourself. Panel 32. I watched Surfer the eagle, the ibises she whirls around, cn there, I say nothing of these matters the 6 alone you assemble in you of the flesh to herself of Cain in the market you go, the ibis Amena she assembles to. She loves of the 3 the beech grove indeed there of the god Tinny to the my grown indeed here, hereupon in this place she is covered, from the thunder, to you I am, from the thunder I hide cn, Hiner I reign over, the chimera of the Anio here you escaped, I make the line unreadable. Panel 33. Rome of the Isle of Flesh to myself I gather the cattle, the day of the Romans to honor I have the lands of Ipar, I demand the dish she likes. I am born, I summon of Hine you the 6th, You are veiled. At the sea you engage the young married woman. See enter Mars indeed of the bones the gods she watches in the flesh in the kingdom I set straight the branch alone she cherishes of the sea she engages here the watchman in these matters. Panel 34. Of sound mind I trust in Vulcan, Pluto of the gods yours I enjoy, he rests himself at the altar we confirm the bronze indeed, we rejoice, the sister she is carried up of the brine you went out here that, where the heights I weed, you went out here from the salt, brine she strives after the holy here I recant indeed, they snatched the sack of the procuress of Fire, I bring, you bless indeed I empty yours, her opening you so, she sailed away by, through the king of darkness. Panel 35. Line unreadable she is here in this place herself the king of the stream that she rests but roam herself anything of the darkness although the prison cells I am put in the power of for she asks of the Latins the gods, the procuress she has of, by the door, you escape, she got out of the consuming fetters I spit out you alone of her, the granddaughter of King Laius of the staff out of the darkness line unreadable. Panel 36. Line unreadable I make there. The consecrated wine of the goddess, I hid the feather of the Trojans the things you plunder of the goddess, the Trojan she takes to her own of the Hanarin, I hid at the tower you have at this time the rich wine, I make there, of the six we wonder we boil see in the beam they chop, I compose of the friend of the god Tini from the thunder, the matters of Troy, from the thunder. Panel 37. To the Hanarin, from the thunder, I hide CN. We wonder, to the Romans of the god Tini by Erinis you are the theme of the succession, at the wall in greatness you reign the swift I make there, at the altar of the king the bones I brought forth, your chain, the chair of the pickaxe in the chair of feathers winged chair, she goes to the end, I was obliged I spit out yours to them indeed, Heinrus she summons the resins. Panel 38. You are the theme, to us someone, from the thunder the bronze indeed, the little toga here, I wonder of the things, I sing of the thunder, she yields in the thunder they reveal Villa the long-lived, you were preserved. Panel 39A and 39B. Line unreadable to the Velarii I celebrate, the rounds there of CN, they will be, woe. I bear the grain to the watchman there, the thunder in this place you are the theme by which someone to the kidney she has, the thunder they reveal. Panel 40. Line unreadable the thunder she holds here, from the thunder, from the Romans because the brook of the flocks the chariot of the gods, the woolen she in here she escaped the god of the chimera he strikes down the satyrs, you escape by swimming the river Amphoris of the Rhine country to the king of the altars we groan. The Anio the resting place of the Etruscans, Hyla equals sausage, intestines. Cunningly the one and the same Amphoris, panel 41, from the thunder to the bronze indeed here in this place I come forth, the defendant to us, to the bronze you wander, of Zeus I watch the column of the wall, Hyla equals sausage, intestines. You watch opposite the third here you pass over the summit. I arise the one and the same she cherishes the blackbird the restorer of the wall, Hyla equals sausage, intestines. She watches, we cover with regard to three at a time these things of the wall I come forth of the king's one and the same she cherishes, you have at that time Hyla equals sausage, intestines. She watches to reign. Panel 42. In this direction in time here the head air I moisten by whatever way I like, she escapes here to them indeed to bring forth you have at that time the Hyla equals sausage, intestines. Of Rome, from the third here of the constellation of the Great Bear we wonder the bronze indeed here in this place we subdue I do the we thunder we watch, by this means they heap something, the goddess Uni the Great, the beginning indeed there I cultivate. The matter of the eagle whether the sack if not see enter hasten by whatever way from the salt. Panel 43. I give as a reason, you drain the goats, your leg here, we are accustomed of Rome herself they are boiled, I drain you pull Hyla equals sausage, intestines. Panel 44 blank. Panel 45 blank. Panel 46. the king he comes into existence he is healthy upwards he went forth the rock he takes to himself I inscribe the things, cn they will be the aversion I pull out of the region. Panel 47, the lambs of cn, I lock up myself, the god Tini supposing that, you are in the power of they carry the sister I made illustrious to hasten there I judge yours. Panel 48, the wrath, the swiftly the mat to hear you join here. Whether you are in the power of, I endure to yours we speak, the habitude within, the chariot, of these matters, things to the sister, I hang on to the things, they get again the rich, the sack neither the things, matters of the blackbirds I raise, cn. Panel 49. You join together here, whether to the house you lead, they are at leisure to us/her, you mark the seats, settings of the moon here to Recanti. She dries up, not to rain, the trellis, the serene you regard the gods, the vases, the grain to come, her double, I do not rain they shall change, to the bronze you wander, to Zeus of the serene trellis you assemble to Recanti, she dries up, not to rain, the gods, the vases, not to rain. This expression may be rather than we wander by thunder, the Etruscans divined using thunder and lightning.